of Thursday, October 17th of the City Planning Commission. A quorum is present and the time is 9 o'clock. The first and only item on the agenda is a City Council modification of the Borough-Based Jail System project. Taylor will present.
It's a review session.
Good morning. Okay, there we are. Good morning, everyone. I'm here today to present the City Council modifications to the Borough-Based Jail System proposal. I'll first walk through changes that pertain to all of the sites and then discuss any site-specific modifications. Since the Commission approved the Borough-Based Jail System proposal last month, due to additional analysis on the impact of bail reform, the expansion of supervised release, and the commitment to move 250 therapeutic beds to hospital locations, the applicants now anticipate the total population of the 4 sites in the Borough-Based Jail System to be 3,080, with a total bed count of 3,545. This translates to 886 beds per facility. This is a decrease from the population of 4,000 and the bed count of 4,600, or 1,150 beds per facility that was anticipated when the proposal was before the Commission. The City Council has decreased the square footage of each facility to be in line with the decrease in population, and height decreases were also made to reflect the decrease in square footage. So as a result, the Bronx facility will now have a height of 195 feet, down from 245 feet, and a square footage of 925,800. The Brooklyn facility will now have a height of 295 feet, down from 395 feet, and a square footage of 816,900. The Manhattan facility will now have a height of 295 feet, down from 450 feet, and a square footage of 806,000. And the Queens facility will now have a height of 195 feet, down from 270 feet, and a square footage of 929,100. I will now share the new massings of the proposed facilities, which compare the heights approved by the Commission to those modified by the City Council, and walk through any site-specific modifications. So here is a new massing of the proposed Bronx facility. In addition to the changes just outlined, the maximum envelope for the proposed Bronx facility will now decrease along the western portion to step down to the mixed-use development along Concord Avenue. The maximum height will be 195 feet on the eastern portion, pushing the bulk toward the Bruckner, and step down along the western portion to the maximum height of 175 feet along 142nd Street and 155 feet along 141st Street. The maximum permitted height of the adjacent mixed-use development is still 145 feet. In addition, the Council has removed MIH option 2 and added MIH deep affordability option, and MIH option 1 remains. Here is a massing of the proposed Brooklyn facility. In addition to the changes in height and square footage, the Council has modified the special permit so that retail is no longer an allowable use on the ground floor along Atlantic Avenue. Only community facility space is now allowed. Here is the massing of the proposed Manhattan facility. In Manhattan, setbacks have been added along the northern side of the proposed facility adjacent to the senior housing complex. These setbacks are 20 feet from the senior housing podium and 40 feet from the senior housing tower in order to provide relief between the buildings. And lastly, here is a massing of the proposed Queens facility. No other changes were made beyond the previously mentioned height and square footage. So in conclusion, the Council has requested that the Commission confirm that all of these proposed modifications be within scope, and the Department believes that they are. Thank you, and I'm happy to take any questions.
And I'll just elaborate what Taylor said, that we believe that all of the modifications are clearly within scope. The department believes it is inadvisable to strip the retail from the Atlantic Avenue frontage, but that is the prerogative. It is within scope for the council to make such a modification. So questions for Taylor? Okay. Oh, yes, Commissioner Ortiz.
I would simply agree with you on that last point.
Thank you. Commissioner Burney.
Yes, I concur as well. I mean, I think that's a disastrous decision for Atlantic Avenue and for the image of this building. And is there no way that that can be reconsidered?
That would require a new ULURP to change the zoning.
Yeah.
So again, I share the reluctance about that. I do think that Atlantic Avenue is a thriving retail strip. I think there will be a large number of visitors to the facility who would benefit from having the ability to have a bodega, some type of retail. I guess the only mitigating factor is that there is so much retail along Atlantic Avenue, and so they'll cross the street to find it. And with that, I'll ask for an assent by show of hands to send a letter to the council that the proposed modifications are within scope. Okay, thank you. And I assume that that is the end of our business here today. And I thank the commissioners
that
for coming in.
concludes this review session. It's 9:07.
Is that a record run?
I mean, yeah, probably.